American Girl doll has released a kid's book titled Body Image: How to Love Yourself, Live Life to the Fullest, and Celebrate All Kinds of Bodies. It's for girls ages 3 to 12 and has a section that teaches them how to change their gender and go on puberty blockers, even without parental permission. You know, remember the good old days when doll companies were only interested in tea parties? I had that set. 3 years ago, in fact. Quote, if you haven't gone through puberty yet, the doctor might offer medicine to delay your body's changes, giving you more time to think about your gender identity. If you don't have an adult you trust, there are organizations that can help you. But what about shaving your armpits? Well, that you need parental consent for. Quote, removing hair is a very personal choice, and you should only do it if it feels right for your body and after talking to a parent. So shaving your pits, talking to your parents, removing your junk, talk to an organization. And if you're looking for a book that's not confused about bodies, try this one. Could you read that?
No, what to say? How I what?
I couldn't read it either. What did it say? You guys over. There you go.
Murdered all those people. Oh, right.
How I murdered all those people.
I mean, that's the sequel.
Yes. That explains how everything was okay.
Yeah.
Your first book. By the way, we reached out, Dana, to American Girl, and they did not respond. And I was wondering, will you be canceling your modeling contract with American Girl?
You know, they're just across the street. We could walk over tomorrow.
Exactly. Let's do a live hit there.
Instead of waiting for a call, it's like old-fashioned. Just go knock on the door.
Yes.
So like gumshoe kind of journalism.
Yes.
Journalism.
Isn't this weird?
Okay, I have to tell you, I was skeptical that this was overblown. And then I got the book and I looked at it this afternoon, and I am shocked.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's for ages 3 to 12. The things that it says in this book, if I had read that as a kid, well, if my mom had found out that I was reading it and they didn't know what was in there, I actually think that you are doing a public service by making sure everybody knows about this.
Guy, the source code material for the Ken doll. What's going on here? It's true, isn't it?
This is very gay, by the way. It actually reminds me, a few months ago, we were having this big national debate about the parental rights law in Florida. Don't say gay is what the critics called it. And the critics of us, people who are objecting to it, they said, oh, this is some right-wing fever dream. No one's really trying to indoctrinate this hardcore gender ideology to such young kids. And it's like, absolutely, yes, they are. And just hold up the book that you just had.
Yeah.
That is it. That is not designed for teenagers. That is designed for young children. And I will say, one of my best friends, who's a girl mom, she has been a huge American Girl fan forever. And she texted me about this today. She said, I'm out. We're done. She's very pro-LGBT, but she said this is a bridge too far in terms of her kids reading it, maybe without her permission. I will not divulge the identity of that friend, but I will tell you, she was at the Christmas party.
It doesn't rhyme with Mooley Bambaris, does it?
I can't confirm or deny.
Tyrus, will this make you want to inspect all the children's books that you get for your kids?
I do that already. I'm a good dad. I don't just drop books off at the door and like, hey, pack of cigarettes for your brother. Here's some reading material. Here's your child support. See you in 3 weeks. I'm out. I'm going to the Christmas party. Listen, my daughters, they love the American Doll store. And whenever we come to New York, I take them there and I get them dolls. If I want to give them a book, I go to the library. So we don't buy books there.
Yes.
So I don't have to worry about what they wrote in there. Because I'm not doing it because this wasn't written for children.
Yeah.
This is someone else pushing their issues on other people, trying to make everyone assimilate to what they're going through. And the one thing that they do, they think is clever. The child that you described, there was one thing that the child could not control in that situation, was that they had a handicap. So when someone is in a wheelchair,
Right.
you cannot criticize anything else about them. So that's the cover. They always put some affliction on the child to where you can't, if anything you say is, how dare you talk about somebody in a wheelchair? Even though that's not your issue. The issue is the messaging and stuff they're doing. So that's how they're getting behind it, because they have to put something in front of it because they know what they're saying is inappropriate or wrong, but that's how they get their point across. It just goes back to that first world thing. If you put racism in front of whatever issue I'm having with Guy, I'm saying he's a racist. So any logical thing he says to me about me, the fact that it looks like I killed a yak and I'm wearing it as a sweater, nobody will ever get to that because he's racist. So his knowledge is irrelevant. And that's what they're doing.
Wait, are you not wearing a shirt?
Yeah, it's right here.
He's like Mr. Rogers at the hood. I just realized.
Mr. Rogers with pecs.
But you made me think of a question I have to ask Kat. Why is American Girl doing this? It's because this is done not for the kids. It's to offset any criticism about their store being like too elitist or classist or expensive.
Yeah.
They don't like maybe you don't have enough different dolls. You only have white dolls and you have brown dolls. Maybe that's all you have. And so they go, well, what about the trans doll? What about the other doll? Whatever. So this is the book, is to say, hey, just can you cover this space for us? If you just hire some freelancer, I don't care who it is, somebody just got out of Brown. Something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what they did.
I actually have a grudge with American Girl going back decades.
Really?
Yeah, I had a body changes book from American Girl when I was a little girl called The Care and Keeping of You, which a lot of other millennial women will know what I'm talking about. Don't see any of you guys here. What I'm talking about, but it didn't have any of the stuff in it. It just was like, you're gonna get your period. Mm-hmm. You're gonna grow boobs. That second one, not true. My puberty blocked itself.
Real quick, Greg, is the actual person who's been there in the last 3 weeks in the store, they cover every base.
Right, I figured.
In every time period, but everything is ridiculously overpriced.
Mm-hmm. Well, we gotta move on. That was great. Nobody's doing this topic. It's gonna be a big deal. Up next.